This chapter explores the third aspect of the customer-focused digital media business model, how to reach current and new customers through strategies and tools such as human-centered design and customer journey mapping. Learning how to map customer journeys may be one of the most valuable tools you learn from the strategic digital media entrepreneur, because it will enable you to think about effectiveness and efficiency in content distribution. In seeking to engage customers in the channel where they are most likely to be reached, we need to consider the macro trends that are disrupting how current and potential customers consume media, such as time spent with technology, user-generated content, digital innovation or disruption, and above all, mobile access. To successfully navigate these shifting winds, media entrepreneurs must understand how these channels change over time as media consumption shifts. Customer journey mapping was conducted for Scalawag, a North Carolina magazine, which provided a robust understanding of their customer subscriber needs, wants, attitudes, lifestyle, behaviors, emotions, and motivations. From that solid foundation, channel distribution and pricing solutions emerged that not only helped Scalawag retain current subscriber customers, but more importantly, attract new subscribers so that Scalawag may significantly increase top-line growth. Scalawag is a 501c3 nonprofit publication with a mission to spark critical conversations about the many Souths where we live, love, and struggle. Founded in 2014 and headquartered in Durham, North Carolina, Scalawag is committed to community-supported nonprofit journalism and relies on donations and grants for funding. Scalawag is currently growing and is just beginning to pay its staff. Scalawag currently offers a free digital email newsletter entitled This Week in the South, as well as a print magazine that arrives quarterly and costs $29 per year. The email newsletter features Scalawag articles, aggregated and curated from outside publications, and a weekly poem. The print magazine features short and long-form articles and poetry. Scalawag also allows subscribers and non-subscribers to make one-time donations as well as recurring pledges. In order to explore and understand subscriber behaviors and perceptions of Scalawag, we interviewed current subscribers about their media consumption, as well as their attitudes, emotions, and motivations about Scalawag and other forms of progressive media content. We interviewed a mix of digital and print subscribers, and interviews lasted approximately 30 minutes. Next, we created subscriber personas based on the results of these interviews. A persona is a representation of your ideal customer or subscriber based on market research and real data gathered about your existing customers. Lastly, we created customer journey maps based on subscriber interviews and personas. Customer journey mapping details the specific moments or interactions that the customer has with the brand throughout the complete experience, which allows for a better understanding of the audience's functional needs as well as their attitudes, emotions, behaviors, and lifestyles. A persona representing a typical Scalawag subscriber was created along with an accompanying customer journey map. By developing and exploring the persona of Nate, our fictional Scalawag target audience member or subscriber, we could better understand the needs, wants, attitudes, lifestyle, behaviors, emotions, and motivations, which are key to creating a strong value proposition. Let's learn a little bit more about Nate before exploring his customer journey map. Nate is a 29-year-old male who works as the lead public relations officer for a nonprofit headquartered in South Carolina. He grew up in Georgia and cherishes his memories of growing up in the South. He earned a Bachelor of Arts in Communications at New York University, but headed back to the South after college to pursue a public relations career. Nate is passionate about working in the nonprofit sector because of his dedication to creating meaningful change in communities. He loves the South, but he differs from his more conservative family in terms of his progressive ideology and worldview. Nate feels that there are few people in his family or community that share his views, so he frequently discusses current events and social issues with his girlfriend and his diverse group of friends from NYU. Nate is digitally savvy and stays abreast of current news and issues by reading often on his smartphone, tablet, and laptop. In his spare time, Nate enjoys reading, trying new restaurants and bars with his girlfriend, attending arts events in the nearby city, and volunteering at the local food bank. On his commute, Nate often listens to National Public Radio. He is passionate, open-minded, and unafraid of change. Now let's take a look at Nate's customer journey map for Scalawag. The first 4 points in Nate's journey as a Scalawag subscriber are increasingly positive, showing that Scalawag's content and unaided word of mouth is strong, creating a positive initial customer experience. First, Nate hears about Scalawag from his girlfriend and reminds himself to look up information about it later. A few weeks pass, and Nate is discussing Southern issues with a friend and remembers Scalawag. He looks up Scalawag and is impressed with the content, and decides to subscribe to the digital newsletter as he prefers to read news and other content digitally rather than in print. Nate's first high point in the customer journey, represented by point 4, is his enjoyment of Scalawag's content. Nate loves his digital subscription and finds the content of the email newsletters unique, stimulating, and well-written. Scalawag is just the kind of progressive journalism that he's been looking for, with stories that he can't find in other mainstream journalism. Following Nate's enjoyment of Scalawag content is the lowest point in his customer journey, represented by point 5, a sudden but deep feeling of ideological isolation in his community. In the rural southern town where he lives and works, he isn't surrounded by people who share his views, and his family also does not share his views. He feels that there are not any people around him who can engage in discussion and debate about these issues, and he misses the intellectual environment of NYU. Despite his isolation, Nate turns again to Scalawag to boost his morale and to reinforce his beliefs, thereby raising his customer journey to another high point. Even though Nate doesn't know them and cannot interact with them, knowing that there are other Southerners who share his views is encouraging. Nate's days are busy, and he laments not having more time to read the new Scalawag articles that hit his inbox. However, he bookmarks them on his laptop to read later so he can thoroughly digest them. Since Nate is passionate about progressive journalism and issues that Scalawag is discussing, he wants to momentarily support Scalawag, so he purchases the print subscription even though he prefers to read the content on digital. He is proud of himself and his ability to make an impact through this purchase. He receives the print subscription but does not often read it, and then laments that it sits around at his apartment. However, he still loves the content in both the print and digital versions and is happy that he made the decision to support Scalawag monetarily. Through our primary research in customer journey mapping, we uncovered 4 key motivators among subscribers like Nate regarding their readership and subscription choices. You may think of motivations as the tangible attributes that prompt or move prospects and customers to take action. These 4 motivations are: provides unique, high-quality content, facilitates an emotional connection to the South, advocates a progressive South, and creates a sense of community. Next, after examining the results of Nate's customer journey map, we uncovered themes, issues, and opportunities. Again, for greater detail, please read the report, Customer Journey Mapping, a Case Study for Scalawag. When conducting research to understand how to best reach current and new customers using customer journey mapping, it is useful to identify any common domains or themes among the target audience that may underlie issues and opportunities. From our research, we identified 2 broad themes that impact how Scalawag reaches current and new customers: content and audience. Content themes were discovered through the inimitable content, and Scalawag as an emotional connection to the South. The audience theme focused on Scalawag's niche target audience of highly educated, progressive, politically and socially liberal subscribers. Current subscribers have a clear idea of who is a Scalawag reader or subscriber and do not share Scalawag with those who hold different views. Once the themes of content and audience were identified, we moved on to uncovering issues and opportunities from the customer journey mapping analysis. Issues are areas that cause current or prospective subscribers to have negative attitudes and may be related to the product or service or a touch point related to the product or service. For Scalawag, there were 3 main issues, which were primarily channel issues. digital long-form content, mixed feelings toward print, and no dedicated subscriber hub. After uncovering these issues, we moved on to opportunities. Opportunities are areas that cause current or prospective subscribers to have positive attitudes and may be related to the product or service or a touch point related to the product or service. For Scalawag, there were 3 main opportunities in the areas of channel, distribution, and pricing. Specifically, these were subscriber willingness to share, connecting the Scalawag community, and paying for Scalawag to make a difference. Every media organization has activities that they are doing to currently attract and retain customers. Many of the activities they are doing should continue, and our research for Scalawag revealed that there are 2 broad activities that they should continue doing. First is keep creating inimitable long-format content. And secondly, continue enabling emotional connections to build community. Recall that Scalawag's content is completely unique, and subscribers clearly perceive it as such. Readers see the content as an antidote to mainstream journalism, popular Southern journalism like Southern Living and other types of journalism. Readers praise Scalawag's daring style and coverage of communities in rural blue-collar areas that rarely get extensive coverage in the media. Additionally, Scalawag generates a feeling of community and emotional connection to the South among its subscribers. When subscribers are away from the South or feel isolated, they turn to Scalawag to remedy these feelings. Scalawag serves as a progressive community for subscribers, which uplifts them, as well as a portal for their own Southern nostalgia. In order to grow, Scalawag needs to attract many more new customers. In consideration of the themes, issues, and opportunities uncovered in our customer journey mapping, the desired behavior of the current Scalawag subscribers is to help attract new subscribers through deliberate sharing, participation, and engagement with Scalawag digital content. To enable these important amplification behaviors, Scalawag should make 3 changes to their digital platform. First, they should leverage the digital channel more. Second, they should facilitate distribution, e.g. through user-generated amplification, and finally, they should evolve their pricing. Let's start with the digital channel. While subscribers loved the long-form content, they were keen to have other short-form content from Scalawag in digital with the same intelligent, provocative writing that they are known for. Through customer journey mapping, we learned that having only long-form content on mobile created digital fatigue and revealed missed opportunities to amplify Scalawag audience due to reluctance to share long-format stories, also known as TLDR, or too long didn't read, in social media. Scalawag should leverage these opportunities by creating snackable original content, including digital content that's shareable, such as infographics, informative visuals, short podcasts, short-form quotes, as well as becoming more active on social media. Creating this shorter original content will increase social and digital sharing, and thus increasing reach and potentially increasing subscriber numbers. This digital channel design caters to millennials' preference for short, to-the-point content with options to read more in detail on other terms. Next, how should Scalawag best facilitate distribution to attract new customers? Scalawag should make several alterations to their website homepage, revise the format of their email newsletter, and create discussion groups for paid subscribers. Finally, how should Scalawag evolve their pricing models? Rather than rely on donations and one pricing tier that revolves around the print magazine subscription, and to leverage the high quality and high loyalty expressed by current subscribers, Scalawag management should consider the creation of 2 tiers of pricing with increasing benefits. Given subscribers' motivation to monetarily support Scalawag's brand of progressive journalism and the progressive voice in the South at large, each pricing tier would be tied to exclusive benefits to encourage paid subscriptions. Although further testing is needed, one potential starting point for an evolved pricing model may be a Scalawag Tier 1 subscription that would include continued access to the weekly newsletter, as well as exclusive digital content, including podcasts and short videos, and access to the discussion groups on the website and social media. A Tier 2 subscription may therefore include an annual $50 donation, which includes automatic print subscription, access to exclusive Scalawag talks and events, and the option of a curated digital newsletter with news on the subscriber's preferred state or region. By using customer journey mapping to gain insight into customers, a multifaceted picture of the target audience was created for Scalawag. Moving beyond simply functional needs and wants, customer journey mapping enabled us to derive a complex portrait of the attitudes, behaviors, emotions, motivations, and lifestyle, as well as to identify the key trends, issues, and opportunities. By creating a more humanistic and multidimensional portrait, customer journey mapping is a powerful tool by which to analyze an audience and derive stronger insight-driven business and marketing solutions. From the solid foundation of customer journey mapping, channel, distribution, and pricing solutions emerged for Scalawag that will not only help retain subscribers, but also attract new subscribers.